money time.
Call him Z-Money.
I have my personality, I have that money sign, and I think kids love it, and I just want to make that part of me because it's who I am now. Hey, let's go Z-Money time.
Yeah. I never let nobody with no motion try to hold me.
I'm Zahid Valencia. I wrestle at 190 pounds. I'm a world champ and looking forward to holding that RAF belt.
About to hit another level, had to
I
hit
was a
another level.
two-time NCAA champ, three-time All-American. I took bronze at Worlds 2023. This past year, 2025, I was able to get gold and hold that belt for World Championships. I grew up in California. You know, my dad, he never wrestled, but he fell in love with this sport, and he knew he wanted his kids to wrestle. So he wanted twins, didn't get that. He got Irish twins, as close as possible. When I was 2, my brother was 3, we started going to practices, and we started taking this just to get into the atmosphere. You can't start competing in tournaments until you're 4. So my brother was 4 and he started competing, and I was 3. My dad, saw that I was upset, so he ended up forging my birth certificate to say that I was 4 years old, so that way I can compete. So that was my first year of wrestling, competing. I was underage already. I remember my first year, I went 1-18. I won 1 match, lost 18, and we used to say, hey, tell my mom, when's it my turn to get my hand raised? And he knew we wouldn't like the sport if we kept losing, and we'd go do something else. So he's like, we gotta get these guys good. So eventually started this Monster Garage Club, established 2000, and we got the best people in the state to come and train with us. Only the best of the best could join. Just a club out of our backyard. Have some mats in there. Now it's even expanded a little bit more. Got some turf, so you can use your sled pushes, your battle ropes, your treadmill. But before, when it first started, it was just a couple of wrestling mats in a garage. The training, the live wrestling that my dad wanted from us, he knew he had to get it from other guys. He always believed in having kids that we go 50-50 and we're just going hard, and it's like no takedowns in 10 minutes. And then he always made sure to grab guys that were bigger, a little better than us, so they could just beat the heck out of us. Because if we don't have the adversity, then we can't grow. We'd have all these kids just, sometimes it comes to the point where we're throwing hands as 10-year-olds. My dad would let it go for a little bit. I think that's what made us tough, and I think that's what separated us. Really helped, having my brother there, because we could talk things through. It's like, okay, let's do this, let's do that. So it really helped us, have that bond together. Going back, and it's like, what the heck, why is he making us do this? Looking back, yeah, my dad was tough. My dad used to make us these protein shakes that were like concrete. And so it'd take like 5 minutes just for it to go down. So we'd go to the bathroom and try to dump it out in the bathroom. Some of the spots would go in the toilet. My dad would see that. Who was that? I was, oh, that was Anthony. And it's 4 a.m. and I remember we'd take turns, like 4 a.m. It's like, hey, Papa, you think we could take this morning off? And most of the time he'd say yes, just because we would never ask. The goal was always, a full scholarship, because, we didn't come from money, and that's the only way we'd be able to pay for school. So, and that's why I trained us so hard, and it wasn't just wrestling, it was school, Come home with a B+, and you'd be like, why are you gonna study for a B+? If you're gonna study, you might as well study for an A, right? And that was just his mentality in wrestling. Why are you gonna go put in all this work to take second place? Like, why? It doesn't make sense. Easier said than done, but that was the mentality, and we grinded together, We put our heads down, and we'd be in the garage for hours and hours, lifting, practicing, doing our conditioning stuff. So we bled together, we cried together, sweat together, so I don't think we could have a closer bond than that. For me, I think my wrestling style is just persistent.
Really aggressive. It's a really high pace. He's always looking to score points over and over, and he's never satisfied until like he went by tech fall.
It doesn't mean flashy moves or anything big, just stick to what I know, but constantly attacking, constantly faking, snapping.
A really aggressive style, so it's really hard on his body and on his shape. So sometimes you can see him a little tired, it's just because he's doing more than the other guy.
I wanted to make it fun for the fans. Win or lose, my matches are going to be the best matches out there, and And a lot of people, even now, fans, they love the way I wrestle. They want to go see me wrestle because I'm not going to make it boring. I'm going to go out there and try to score. You know, my World Championship run, I went 49-0. You know, I scored 49 points, gave up 0. This is at the best stage of wrestling. Relentless, persistent, and I'm just out there just attacking. Being on the RAF 04 and 05, you know, it's been awesome, you know. RAF 04 took a tough loss. I wasn't feeling good.
He's going to go back and watch this, and he's going to be so mad.
It's a down performance, and you got to hit a little reset button.
On that big stage was RAF. He didn't, I think, understand right away how big it was. It was an important loss for him because it put him right on track, and then you come back and beat Nate Jackson, and now he's going to his third one.
I feel like I went back to the drawing board, and you know, RAF 05, I put on a better show. Still wasn't at my top, looking to score more points. I want to compete, and after losing my first one, you know, I might have a different trajectory of getting to that bout. So I think RAF 06 is going to be my time, especially in front of, you know, my people. I wrestled at Arizona State for 5 years, so I'm looking forward to that, you know, being with my old coaches, you know, my little brothers out there, and just all the fans.
At RAF 06, I'm wrestling Mahmoud Sebie.
I believe he's a Greco background. We have the saying in the freestyle circuit that if you can't make it in the freestyle, you join Greco. So that's where he's at. But yeah, that's a little bit of the shit talking. Not to diss on Greco, you know, internationally, you know, they're very good. It's just, you would say it's just so much on, you know, folk style and freestyle. So the people that really can't make it in that scene. This guy's just another guy that's in front of me, and I'm looking to score points, try to get the crowd into it. And the next one, whoever it is, I'm just, that trajectory is for the belt.